guys, welcome back to a G-Site. And today we're going to cover Superior Foes Spider-Man by Nick Spencer and Steve Lieber. Yeah. So I've actually been collecting this from the beginning.
This is the 8th issue.
Yeah, 8th issue. And I recommended this to Jason to check out.
Yeah.
So I'm basically throwing it in there. So anyway, just to get you up to speed, the Sinister Six, led by Boomerang, is they just completed one heist for what they thought they were gonna steal the head of Silvermane.
You notice there are 5 members of the Sinister Six.
Because they're idiots.
Yeah.
Okay, these characters, they're like B-list villains, all right, and they're just out there to make a quick buck. So this is their latest heist. But apparently, the wool's been pulled over their eyes, and it turns out that Boomerang's pulled a double cross on them. Apparently, he got the painting that shows the full face of Doctor Doom. So he's actually gotten away with it. But the problem is that he actually owes, he's supposed to give that to the Chameleon. So yeah, so it gets kind of, a lot of twists here, a lot of crazy twists. I think it's
torture scenes.
Torture scene. I think Steve Lieber's art is very indie looking. It's not very splashy, but it's clever. It's on the same level as David Aja, and the guy, and it's funny. This book is the funniest book right now in Marvel. It's hilarious. Boomerang is not the most sympathetic character around, but he just, you can't help but love him. It's great that Spencer's like really giving this guy his spotlight, his dues. Great stuff, and you still don't get as much insight with the other villains, but it's getting there. What do you think, Jace?
Okay, I had heard somewhat of Superior Foes of Spider-Man some months back from the Marvel podcast and some of these other podcasts that I listen to, and I've been curious, but I'm the guy who didn't like Otto Octavius taking over Peter Parker's body.
Right.
So,
but this has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, but having that title,
it's a bit of a turn off.
Yeah, it's a bit of a turn off. I knew Boomerang, of course, back when he was still an Iron Man enemy. Back in the day,
Right. He had a different costume.
Yeah, that's my familiarity with Boomerang. So here there's not much as far as recap goes on the front page. Because usually with these Marvel titles, they have a short gist of stuff that had recently happened.
Right. But did it get you up to speed?
It did get me up to speed. It's just I just found it. I don't know. I guess with the first part when Boomerang's going through the dream sequence, I wasn't sure what the hell's this. It was kind of confusing at the start, and the Galactus antlers and stuff. Eventually, it did get there. I'm familiar with guys like Silvermane and Tombstone and Shocker, of course. It's just it's so sad how far the Shocker has gone. Now he's getting bitten by a head, by a bodiless head.
Total loser.
So, it's interesting, and I agree with you about the art. It feels very Vertigo-ish.
Yeah.
That kind of. It's not the most polished thing. Not like what you'll see from a Jim Lee or Segovia or guys like Steve McNiven or those kinds of guys. But I think for this kind of story, it works because it's very earthbound.
Yeah.
It's not gigantic heroes and
Exactly.
gigantic
It ain't
villains.
Brian Hedge.
Yeah,
it's not Jim Lee.
It's street level. That's the word.
There you go. It's gritty.
Street level. It's gritty.
Yeah.
So in that sense, it really works.
Mm-hmm.
The dialogue is great.
Yeah.
It's snappy. It's just biting each other's. Just
yeah.
tearing into each other.
Yeah.
There's just no respect at all. It's
Exactly.
Like, so you're supposed to be no, you're not the leader.
Yeah.
You all suck, as do I. So in that sense, it works.
Right.
I think it's an interesting book. It's already on its 8th issue, and it's had good buzz. From the moment it launched, it's had good buzz.
Exactly.
I'm interested how things will happen with this book once Peter Parker retakes the mantle.
Right, that's the worry. It's like because the thing with this book is that it's a sleeper title.
Right.
It's a sleeper title. It's one of those books that that gets rave reviews, but in terms of sales, it doesn't it doesn't generate that much sales compared to the big books.
At the end of the day, it's always the sales.
Yeah, exactly. It's the quota, and I hear rumors that they're planning on canceling it because of what's happening with Amazing Spider-Man coming back up.
Yeah.
But I also hear that they're gonna maintain it in some other level. So I don't know. It would be a shame. It's just one of those books that I hope they keep on alive even after Superior Spider-Man ends.
Right.
So, but hey, it's only been 8 issues. It's you can still catch up if you want.
But there are probably still back issues around. Come to Comic Con, so check them out.
Yeah, check it here. And eventually there's gonna be a trade. So but it's like one of those books that I highly recommend. Worth it if you ever get the chance. Okay.